Shalom. Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders and the elders of GMS and the other GMS camps in the other states, other than the state I'm in, Detroit. And also, Shalom to the GMS Detroit brothers, okay, and the elders there, the water. That was so much for the good teachings and lessons that y'all give. And shalom to the bishops and elders of the other GMS camps all over there, all over America and the world. Shalom to you all. And shalom to your affiliates and for the good work that y'all do. Continue pushing the truth in the highways and the byways. And shalom to you Aquans, you women. Continue seeking and searching for righteous male covering and that you establish a wonderful relationship with Yahweh or Yahweh Shai and let you grow in your obedience to your righteous male covering. Shalom. Welcome to today's video. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We're doing a quick little short video right quick on 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. I just wanted to touch on this right quick because, you know, a lot of, sometimes a brother gets, or a sister gets into this thing where we may feel ourselves in a good standing with the Lord or a good standing overall, you know, and that can cause us to lapse in our judgment because we think we all that. You know, see, sometimes we are every brother sometimes go through that where you go to thinking that you're all that, you know, and just like the Bible says, it's not because the demons are subject unto us. Be glad that our names are written in the kingdom of heaven, written in the Lamb's book of life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's you know, flat out. So let's get started. This 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. And it reads, Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. Because it's easy to get caught up in oneself, go to thinking that you're secure in your standards and any and everything that you're doing, whether it's finances, whether it's pushing the truth, whether it's dealing with your woman, dealing with your children. You know, sometimes you can think you're in good standings, and because of that, you will lax. You'll make yourself lax in judgment in what you're really supposed to be doing and need to be doing, and you can find yourself where you're not really taking heed like you need to, and you're not paying attention to the different things that's going on around you. First Corinthians, these are some references concerning that verse. We're in the blue letter. Sometimes when I do a lesson, it's a lesson within a lesson, or sometimes I'm just doing a lesson, or sometimes I'm not really doing a lesson, but just bringing out precepts from the blue letter, because there's a lot of brothers, believe it or not, some brothers still don't know how to use the blue letter and don't know different precepts. You know, they all lined up in the blue letter, you know, and so, you know, so I like to bring that out, you know, bring out these precepts because, you know, sometimes, like I say, it's always a lesson in a lesson or precepts within a precept, you see, here a little, there a little, okay? Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 through 15, okay? So this 1 Corinthians in chapter 4, verse 6, and it reads, And these things, brethren, I have in a figure transferred to myself and to Apollos for your sakes, that ye might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written. Right. Because one, you have to take it into yourself, you know, really think about what you're doing, that you're able to take heed and pay attention to the different signs that Yahweh is showing you. Okay, is for our sake that we take heed. Okay, and that we learn not to think of men above that which is written, because it's easy to get caught up. You're not supposed to be too locked into praising another man, you see, and looking up to another man, because man will let you down. Yahweh Shah said, let the Lord be the truth and every man be a liar. See, so you have to take heed on that and not praise any man, unless you've heard his diatribe, for that is the true trial of a man. Okay, that no one of you be puffed up for one against another. You see, because you got brothers like that. They get all puffed up thinking that they all this and all that, and that they can just because you got some brothers they can remember the names and not the dates. You got some brothers that can remember the names, the dates, and the scriptures. You got some brothers that can remember the scriptures and the dates, but not the names. So but that doesn't mean that this brother or that brother is not of the truth enough. It means that we are a body. Okay, we are a body, and being a body, the hand don't have the same thing that the feet has. The feet don't have everything that the hand has. The hands and the feet don't have everything that the shoulders and the knees have. The knee don't have everything that the shoulder has. You know what I'm saying? The chest don't have everything that the back has. The back don't have everything that the chest has. But together, we all come together to make one body. You see, in Yahweh, what Yahweh shot. You understand? That's how that goes. This is verse 6. For who maketh thee to differ from another? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, well, Yahweh Shai, because we're used as lively stones to rebuild this temple. Okay, the temple is being rebuilt. Yahweh Shai, the chief cornerstone, is using us lively stones, okay, to rebuild this temple. Okay, he is the one that makes us different one or another because the temple, the stones, every stone is not to be the exact same size. Some stones are larger, some are smaller, some are wider, some are narrower, some are taller, some are shorter. That's just the way it is. Some are thicker, some are thinner. That's the way it's supposed to be because we all make up a body, and together we all make up the temple of David. You know what I'm saying? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? You see? You see? You see? What is it about any brother that he has not received this truth? That has not received any of this. Why? Because many are called and only few are chosen. You see, flat out. So you can't expect another brother to have exactly what you have because Yahweh, being the judge of all matters, he is the one that has given us, each and every brother and sister, a measure of faith. So there's a level of work Yahweh is expecting from each man. Not the same level, but what is expected of that man based on the measure of faith that Yahweh has given that man. So you can't look at another brother and say, "Man, you're not doing this enough, or you're not doing that enough." Well, maybe that may not be that brother's lot. It may be for a brother to just do this and do that, and that is that is the lively stone that he is to be. That's the reason why That's the reason why every brother that is a hopeful elect is not found in all the camps. When Yahweh Shah comes, just because brothers are outside the camp or inside the camp, that's not the issue. The issue is that brother chosen? Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Because you're going, why do you think Yahweh Shah says, start ye first in my sanctuary? Okay, because you got some that are creeped in unawares, and they inside the camps, and they not and not even chosen, but running things or running their mouth and doing a bunch of talking, or trying to make the 11th hour saints feel that they're inadequate. And here it is, the brother doing the talking, trying to make the brother feel inadequate, isn't chosen. But the brother that's being made to feel inadequate is chosen. You see, so you have to watch. Don't follow behind a man, any man or woman. You understand? Follow who? Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. He said, "Be ye occupied in the word until He return, not to any man return or any woman return, but until Yahweh shall return." And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why doest thou glory? You see, as if thou hast not received it. You see, you see, some people, some brothers have are able to do certain things more so than another brother. That just like now, I'm low vision blind. My thorn in my side is my blindness. Okay, and you got a number of brothers, that's in the camp that can see. Okay, I don't know of any camp that they got a brother that cannot see. If I was attending the GMS Detroit camp, like I really desire want to, then I would be a brother in the camp that can't see. You know, some might think of that as a blemish, some might not, because Yahweh Shah said, "Bring me the blind that have eyes that can see." Okay, because you got a lot of brothers that got eyes, their eyes are wide open, and they really cannot see. Can't see it all. Okay, flat out. That's the reason why you got to be circumspect. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 4, this verse 8. Now ye are full, now ye are rich, ye have reigned as kings without us. You see, you can't reign as a king without the Lord. You got to have the Lord in all that you do. You see, and I would to God ye did reign, and that we also might reign with you. You see, you see. That's the reason why you have to maintain studying, being occupied in the Word and studying to show ourselves approved to who? Yahweh, not to any man. 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 2. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, okay? If you think you got all this great this and great that and understanding, he knoweth nothing. You see? Yet as he ought to know. You see? Why? Because the teachings and understanding that we have of the scriptures now is nothing compared to the understanding that we're going to have later in the kingdom. Yahweh Shai is going to write the word, his word, within our inward parts. And see, and we're going to have the word with us all the time as frontlets. You see, and we're going to have a clear mind. We're not going to have a carnal mind. We're going to have a fresh, clear, heavenly mind, supernatural mind, you see, to concentrate on the word and to use the power of the word, okay, in all totality. You see, and that's going to be the great, wonderful thing in the kingdom when the time comes. You see, we're going to read this and close it out. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and that is because you got some brothers. Oh, they be so proud about their brand new car, they brand new this or brand new that, and roll out and ride down the street, and some fool crash their car because you had all that pride in that car. You know, all that pride that you need not have, and you thought of yourself was above others because you had a car, and the other brother was walking, so you thought you was better than him. Well, now all that pride leads what? Straight to destruction, flat out, and haughty spirit before fall, right? Because you got mean-spirited individuals, they go to getting all beside themselves, thinking that they all that, and hey, what do you have? They gonna fall. You see, because they trusting in their riches. And you remember what Yahweh Shah said, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 28, I think that is. He who trusts in his riches, shall inherit the wind. Okay? You can't hold the wind in your hand. You can't corral the wind. No, the wind flows right through and keeps on blowing and keeps on going. So a man that inherits the wind, he inherits nothing and loses all he has. It blows away with the wind. You see, and we're going to read this here, close it out. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 14. Happy is the man, and that feareth always. Right, because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and by fearing the Lord, you're gaining in that wisdom. Yeah, we can be happy because we know the power of the word is what sustains us. Hebrews chapter 4, Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. The word is a double-edged sword, cutting both concerning bone, spirit, and marrow. You know what I'm saying? So we know we hewing down our enemies with what? This word. So we can be happy about that, flat out. But he that hardeneth his heart shall fall into mischief, right? Because what else can a brother do but go into folly like a fool if you don't know the word? If you don't know the word and apply the word to your life, All you're going to do is fall because your heart is going to be hardened because Yahweh going to harden your heart. You know what I'm saying? So that you can fall into mischief. Okay? That's the reason why you must what? Take heed to the word. Have fear of the Lord. That is the thing to do. Brothers and sisters, we're going to go ahead and close it out right there. Lord's will that you were edified, motivated, or inspired, or to put together some precepts that you can make an edifying video that you may feed the sheep. Remember, as good shepherds of the Lord, as always, our job is to feed the sheep. So, brothers and sisters, hold on, stay strong. We ain't got long. Keep yourself occupied in the word until Yahweh returns, because he is our salvation. He is what we're looking for. We're not looking for a man. We're looking for Yahweh. And Yahweh said, I shall not meet thee as a man. Flat out. Okay? Flat out. So we'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace. And salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the hopeful elect.